Who said youth couldn't change the world? In 2019, 14-year-old Marseille Martin wrote, directed, and starred in the movie Little. She became the youngest executive producer of all time, grossing $66.5 million. In 2018, 19-year-old Kylian Mbappe won the FIFA World Cup and the award for Best Young Player. He donated his entire winner's check to children with disabilities. In the same year, 17-year-old Chloe Kim became the youngest female snowboarder to win gold at the Winter Olympics. By 18, she had won gold in every prestigious event that snowboarding offers. Pretty amazing what the youth can do, right? But all these wins are just records, and records were made to be broken. In 1952, the work of 16-year-old Anne Frank was published. It detailed the horrifying experience of Jews during the Holocaust. It became one of the most well-known pieces of literature, shifting ideologies and bringing to light the issues with racism. She changed history. In 1824, 15-year-old Louis Braille created a system for the visually impaired to read. He realized that just because one of the senses was lost, it did not mean that all hope is lost. To this day, Braille is the standard reading language for the blind. Pretty amazing what the youth can do, right? But what if there's even more? What if the youth can have an eternal impact? 2,000 years ago, God himself handpicked 12 people through which he would spread the message of hope to the world. Of these 12, more than half were teenagers. They went on to form the early church and took the message of Jesus and Jesus' love into the whole world. And until this day, no one has outdone what those 12 did. Not because no one did it better, but because hope cannot outdo hope. Pretty amazing what God can do through the youth. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. So who said youth couldn't change the world through fashion? Who said youth couldn't change the world through sports? Who said youth couldn't change the world through preaching? Who said youth couldn't shift culture and change the world through music? Who said youth couldn't start revival in their communities? Who said youth couldn't set the example? Who said youth couldn't? Who said you couldn't?